Hey, Tyler.
Hey, how you?
Um, what did your dad and you talk about at the plate yesterday? And what would that moment mean to you?
Yeah, it's a special moment. We had a similar one back in 2017 when he was with the Giants and I was still with the Rockies. But I was a lower level minor league guy. It was kind of a courtesy to get called up. So, now that I'm in big league camp, and to have that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, we're just saying, hey, getting in there today. Yeah, I think so. All right. See you out there. Yeah.
Rich Dubroff, you're up.
Hey, Tyler, we didn't get a chance to talk to you last year after you were traded here. But what was that experience like? Were you surprised that you were included in the deal, and did it make you feel happy that you were coming maybe someplace where you could see your dad more often?
Yeah, it's always something, that's talked about in the clubhouse as the deadline comes up. If you're on a team that might be trying to make a move, and you're getting closer to the big leagues, and you never really know. So it was weird, but it was exciting. It's a new chance, new opportunity to make a name for yourself and to help a new team win. And yeah, it was different for sure. Made a lot of friends over with the Rockies, but it's part of it. And yeah, today there's 30 teams, and my goal is to be a big league player, help a team win. I don't really care who it's for, but I'm happy I'm here.
Joe Trezza, you can go ahead.
Hey, Tyler, how much did you grow up around the game because of your dad, and what kind of influence did he have on you, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I was around all the time, anytime I could be, honestly. You know, I grew up in San Diego, and that was where a majority of his years were when I was growing up. And every weekend during the summer, every day during the summer and every weekend during the school year, we were trying to get to a game. And I just love being out there and watching it up close and personal. If they would win, I'd get to go in the clubhouse after and just hang around, hit wiffle balls in the clubhouse or run around the outfield. So it's just been part of my life since the beginning, and I'm very, very fortunate for that.
Rich with another question.
Hey, Tyler, your dad was the top overall draft pick, and he played with a lot of pressure and a lot of attention, but because of that, did he talk to you about that and about the pressures of being a big league?
Yeah, I would say the biggest influence my dad has had on my career is it has almost nothing to do with playing the actual game, but you know, I haven't really came into a situation where I didn't know what to expect because I could always go to him, see what this is like, how I should go about myself. So yeah, having him to go to as a dad, but also as a mentor has been a huge factor in my career.
David Loria, you're up.
Hey, Tyler. How different are the Orioles and Rockies organizations in how they develop players, particularly in terms of data and technology?
I would say the Orioles are more on the data swing for sure, but I don't say that in a negative way at all. I like it. I like having all that information. It helps me develop, a plan, or, if we're working in the cage and we've got different technologies to help us figure out what's going on. I like that stuff. So I've found a lot of helpful tools since I've come over here that have definitely made me a better player.
Yeah, can you give any examples of the tools and technology they're using? And did they exist with the Rockies at all?
Yeah, there's similarities. I think there's more of an in-depth look at it here. Seems that they've invested more manpower and, yeah, I guess technology too. Just little things, that help track your swing movements or ball flight. But all those things add up, and to me, it's how you look at it and how you use it, not what you have. So I think we're headed in the right direction over here. We got a lot of helpful stuff.
Yeah, one last quick follow-up on that. Has that data impacted your swing at all?
Not too much the physical swing, just maybe intent. Yeah, it's not something you just like immediately flip and you can see a direct translation. It's kind of a process. So I think since I've come here, it's just given me a different outlook on how to approach things, and realizing I have those tools now to go back and track progress and develop that way.
John Mioli, you're up.
Tyler, kind of in that same vein, it's probably a big transition to get traded in any year, let alone, the year that the last year was. What was the process like of getting to the alternate site and getting, onboarded with all that stuff and doing that learning? Did they throw it to you all at once? Is it kind of a slower process? How did you experience that?
Yeah, it came with its challenges for sure, traveling, quarantining, testing. But it was a very smooth transition, and all that. Yeah, I say all that information, but it was just gradual over time, and it wasn't like an overload. But again, I like that stuff, so I wanted everything I could get as soon as I got here. And yeah, day one I got here, I had a PowerPoint ready for me, showing me like, hey, these are the things you do well, and these are things we want you to keep progressing at. This is why we got you and why we liked you in this trade. So day one, jumping in, seeing a team that and why they really wanted me was a huge encouragement, and it got me really excited.
Joe Trezza, you're up.
Hey, Tyler, have the Orioles spoken with you about where they see you as a defensive player? You've moved across the diamond quite a bit, and do you see yourself more as a third baseman or a first baseman?
Day one got here, and I was hidden, and Elias was behind the cage watching, and I got out, rolled around the cage, and he goes, "Hey, did you bring all your gloves?" I said, "Yep." He goes, "Okay, you're gonna need them." So we'll see how it plays out. I've played a lot of first base so far in camp. But yeah, I'm ready for everything. As long as I'm in the lineup, I'm a happy guy.